Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you some administrative things that I do within my homeschool. I would say in order to homeschool like a boss or to wrap your hands around what's happening within your homeschool to determine if what's taking place in terms of the learning environment and how your schedule is flowing, is it the most conducive? Is it the best way? Is it the optimal way? Is this the best approach for all those that are involved? So here's how I do it, or how I make that determination. I do something called a level of effort analysis. A level of effort analysis. I do this every year. And this one, the last one that was done, was in March of 2019. I'm showing you my son's fifth grade record keeping binder that I kept just to ensure that I had one place to go. If I'm ever asked, what did we do? What did we use? What was our approach? Why do I have my homeschooling? What resources? What curriculum? What were his grades? How many hours? All that is kept within this binder here. And a part of that is this level of effort analysis, where I, across the top, I just write activity, time, projects, motion, skills, level of effort, LOE, level of effort. And then going down in a column, I would write all the subjects or all the blocks of time that we have within our homeschool. So in fifth grade, we had together time. That's like your morning basket. So we had English language arts, social studies, math, writing, science, electives, enrichment, and then our weekly wrap-up meeting. That's those business meetings that my son and I have once a week, about 15 to 30 minutes, where we talk about what happened throughout the week. What did we finish? What didn't we finish? Is everything graded? Let's log our instructional hours. Let's look at your hours that you've placed in your agenda that reflects your independent time for study. What did we read? How long did we read for the week? So he keeps track of that in his agenda anyway, using these worksheets I created for him for his fifth grade year. We no longer do it that way, by the way, because we spent the year in understanding how to track time. I wanted to do it that way specifically to help create an environment that made him feel comfortable in paying attention to his work and incorporating time management. Now we use another sort of method to keep track of everything. Now that he's been acclimated to it, he's accustomed to paying attention to those things. But back to this level of effort analysis. So for each category, I would write, how long does it normally take us on average to do this? So for together time, about 30 minutes. ELAR, about 30 to 60 minutes. Social studies, 45 to 90. Math, 30 to 90. Writing, about 30. Science, 30 to 90. Enrichment and electives, 30 to 45 minutes. And our weekly wrap-up, about 15 minutes. So in the column called projects, that's basically identifying how heavy are projects incorporated within this area. So for together time, we don't have projects. ELAR, we don't really have projects. Social studies, lots of projects. Math, minimum projects. Writing, a good amount of projects. Science, lots of projects. Electives, enrichments, a small amount of projects. And in terms of our business meeting, we don't have projects for that. Motion, what type of physical activity is taking place when performing that work? For together time, we're stationary, we're sitting down. For English language arts, we're usually sitting down, we're using our hands. Sometimes I'll use full body motions in order to bring topics to life, right? For social studies, we're normally sitting down, using our hands. Math, sitting down, lots of writing. Writing, sitting down, writing. Science, sitting down, or sometimes we're standing, sometimes we're using our hands. Electives, enrichment, normally sitting down. Our wrap-up meetings, sitting down, requires writing. So now that I have that down, now I'm identifying what skills are needed in order to perform the work, the projects. What skills are needed in order to, physically do the work, motion. So for skills, for together time, we do a lot of talking, listening, memory work. English language arts, Same thing, listening, speaking, a lot of memory work. Social studies, speaking, listening, a lot of reading, a lot of doing. For math, a lot of analysis, listening, speaking, memorizing, mental focus. Writing, listening, silence, mental focus. Science, reading, listening, analyzing. Enrichment electives, a lot of listening and speaking. Our wrap-up meeting, a lot of speaking. What is the level of effort to do all of this? So in order to, do the project, the emotion that it takes to do it, and the skills that we need, what's the level of effort? How much energy is expensed? How much energy is necessary for you to do this? For together time, low, small amount of energy. ELAR, medium. Social studies, low. Math, high. Writing, high. Science, medium. Electives, low. Wrap-up meetings, low. Now, what's the purpose of all this? The purpose of this helps me figure out how to create his schedule, how to create his routine. Looking at this, I'm not going to choose a subject that has a high level of effort and put them back to back. That will completely tire him. That will cause him to lose motivation in terms of doing the work. So I'm not going to create a schedule or routine where we're doing math for 30 minutes to 90 minutes, and then right after math we're going to do writing, and after writing we're going to go ahead and do science. No, I'm not going to do that, because I'm putting two categories that takes a lot of effort. One takes a lot of listening, speaking, memory, mental focus. This one takes mental focus as well. He's not going to be focused if I put that back to back. So I may do together time first because it's low, requires memory work. And then I may go ahead and do ELAR, and that requires about 60 minutes. We have some moving around, full body sometimes, make sure I put some activities in there. And then although it requires speaking and memory work, but it's a low level of effort, and then maybe we'll take a break, and then we'll come back from our break and I'll do something that has a high level of focus, and then I'll go back and do something that has a low level of focus, or level of effort is low. So again, this just helps me figure out, how do I plan the day? How do I create the schedule or the routine, just to make sure that we are not, putting subjects or topics together that allow him to use too much energy, have too much focus time, requires too much mental focus, and I'm setting him up for failure. This helps you set your child up for success, okay?